So you could. So, for people who haven't seen this, which I did see it and enjoy, but for people who haven't, why don't you sort of describe what the show is, Ready, Set, Glow?
First, I would say, why haven't people seen it? Come on now. Hallmark Plus, December 12th. Um, I would say it is a bright, fast-paced show that's super happy, but also has a lot of deep emotion to it. I think it's to describe the show, kind of like the neighborhoods. I think it's the lights that at first attract you to it, and then it's the people and all the emotions that make you stay. And so I hope that people have as much fun watching it as we got to do shooting it.
Now, I assume you shot this last year, or did it take longer than that? Because obviously there's not Christmas lights yet quite that many.
So we had a unique situation last year where obviously you were correct. Shows like this, travel shows, have to be shot in real time.
Yeah.
But I was doing a project in Eastern Europe last year that kind of ate away at Christmas time. So we did push some of the segments to January, took a break in February, and then we did some pickups in March.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I won't say which ones because hopefully you won't be able to tell, but I think there was two spots that we went to in March that we had them, or not had them, asked them to, do you
Back
guys
up.
want to do a Christmas show in December for Hallmark Channel? Well, you have to put all your Christmas stuff up in March and pretend it's Christmas time. And they were very happy to do it. So that was a unique situation, but yeah, but it was fun. We had a great time doing it.
Interesting. So, how did you become involved in it?
Well, the show was my idea initially, which I brought to Hallmark. Oh gosh, I would say about a year ago, but at the time, or maybe it was a little more than a year ago. At the time, unscripted was not something that it was on their books yet.
Right.
But after that pitch, only a handful of months later, I guess unscripted became something that they were interested in. I reached out to, or sorry, a couple of the execs reached out to me about reevaluating the idea. So I tweaked it a little bit, and thank goodness that they allowed us to go do this, and hopefully it's something we can continue to do for a long time.
The fun thing. So, how many episodes are there? Because we only got one, so I'm not sure how long it is. I'm curious.
So I hope I'm correct in saying this because things change a little bit. As of right now, I believe there are three episodes that are 1 hour long with around five families and cities per episode. So in all, it's kind of like there's 15 mini episodes, which is in three 1 hour episodes. And
Okay.
I hope I nailed that because I don't want to get it wrong, but I think that's what it is.
No, there's a lot. I just because I didn't, we didn't get as many of them. Um, did you visit all of them? Because it seemed like the one I wasn't sure if you were actually in the town or they sent you the video. Did you get to go to all the different displays yourself or?
Because of the project in Europe, there was a couple that I didn't. My producers and my crew went, but there were only a few that I didn't get to go to. I got to go to most of them, but unfortunately, a handful. And that's why we did some of the pickups in March, some segues, some cutaways, so I could be involved in the episode without actually wasn't not physically there. But hopefully, if we get to do it again, that won't happen again.
What are your favorite kind of displays? Just in general.
Oh, wow. Great question. You know, I love, well, it's one of the reasons I wanted to do this show. I always had a wow factor of the people that took the time, effort, energies to do these just crazy huge displays and to get to see them and walk amongst them. And that's the thing. I don't know if I had the time. I mean, I love to do my own Christmas lights, but I don't know if I would have the time or energy, or to be honest with you, the knowledge to do what they've done, because man, some of these displays are not just lights thrown up. I mean, they are well thought out. Something that surprised me the most is that it's a year-long labor of love. They work on this 12 months out of the year, even when the lights are all down. They're doing repairs, they're doing new ones, they're coming up with new designs. The passion behind it is great. But I don't know if I have necessarily a favorite, but I love big and bright. Um, but with that being said, I also love the ones that are like a single reef on the door with just snow on the ground. So I can't say there's one I don't like.
Well, no, I know you said you like blow molds. What is it about them that you like that made you like blow molds? Just out of curiosity.
I love things that are vintage, and I do mean everything. Everything from clothes to cars. The car I drive is a 1976. To music, I love the Rat Pack days. I love old 60s and 70s type music. I just love vintage. There's a nostalgic cool factor about that time that I just really love and I've always gravitated to. So to see these, and also I blow molds, I don't really see them that often. So when you do see them, you're like, oh man, that looks cool. Like when you see an old classic car that you don't see every day, you're like, oh man, look at X, Y, and Z driving down the road. And this particular gentleman you're talking about, I think, God, I don't remember the numbers, like 3,000 or something. And he gave me one, and I do have it, and I know exactly where it is in my garage, and it will be going out in my much smaller display this year.
So you said you do enjoy decorating, though. I know a lot of people decorate, but don't necessarily enjoy the process of it, I guess.
I do. It's funny you ask that because there's one tree in my front yard. I'm sure you've seen it as well. The trees where they're wrapped so tightly, it just, I mean, they have a lot of it in California. Um, a lot of like shopping centers I've seen have done it where just the trees are wrapped so tightly. I don't know if I would enjoy that. I would enjoy the final product, but actually doing it, man, that's going to take a long time. But I might give it a shot. But I do enjoy decorating. I love the finished product. I can't say I'm the best after this show because I've seen what true professionals can do, and I have a great appreciation for what they do.
I wonder how much it costs though to run it. It probably costs an awful lot anyway. All the
Well,
electricity.
and there's so many tips and tricks that they have because they're you they're not having disposable incomes just to throw
Right.
away at an electric bill. So it's everything from because I used to have a huge display, but when my display was really big, we didn't have any of the LED lights, and now everything's almost all LED. So I could redo it again if I did it like that. But yeah, some of these folks had some pretty outstanding electric bills at the end of the month.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. So, other than Christmas lights, what are some of your Christmas traditions, your favorite traditions that you do each year with your family?
Something that's pretty new is that we've always wanted to do was there's a local family farm we enjoy getting our tree from. That's been a ton of fun. But like I've said before in other interviews, we've traveled a lot during the Christmas time. We've also moved a lot over the years. So being a little non-traditional has kind of become a tradition. I know that sounds a little wonky, but it's true. So trying new things, whether it be new vacations, new destinations, new menu items, restaurants, anything. We try to kind of keep things fresh year after year. It just makes it fun.
That's cool. I was going to say, I know you've talked to these families probably more at length than we even see. Did you pick up anything like traditions from them that you've kind of, done after the fact?
You mean like traditions picked up from them?
Yeah, just that you got from stuff they did that made you something where you wanted to do it this year. I just was curious.
Absolutely. I mean, I took a lot of photos, as I hope our audience does, a lot of inspirations for what you can do, what's possible. So I think it's one of the deals where you can watch this show and see a house and then look at your own house and be like, yeah, you know what we could do? Because I learned it from Ready, Set, Glow or something like that. Um, but yeah, because a lot of these people they have their own Christmas traditions. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. That what I just said to my own house is go and see what have I learned from the show that I can incorporate at home.
Yeah. Quickly, we're almost out of time, but talk about
Okay.
you do have another Christmas movie coming up on Hallmark.
Yes,
With
Deck the Walls. Yeah. Man, I'm really excited about not only was it a super fun story, but we have some newcomers to the network. Our writer and actor, Danny Pellegrino, is going to be on it. A huge Broadway star, Claiborne Elders, is in it. And then Ashley Greene, lovely, lovely actress, probably best known from the Twilight movies, is in it. And so it's definitely a camaraderie between a bigger cast than what I'm maybe typically used to, other than the Holly films. So this one was a lot of fun. We got to it was just every day was fun going to set. So it's going to be Thanksgiving weekend, and it's going to be a cast that I hope the network really enjoys.
That's cool. You've done quite a few Christmas movies. Was that by design or did it just sort of happen when you started doing them?
Was definitely not by design. I'm very happy that it did happen, but no, I never set out to do a bunch of Christmas movies. Just being brutally honest, but I am happy they're here, and I will be here for as long as they let me.
Well, they're fun. I enjoyed them. So
Thank
thank you
you.
for your time. I appreciate it. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing more episodes since I only got to see one. So soon.
More coming your way, you bet.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.